From the host to Super Bowl 50 back in February of 2016, there's a look at the home of the 49ers, Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And this opening dynamic kickoff not going to be returned. It'll come out to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Oh, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Niners are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line.
Well, they certainly took a shot to open this game. And I know it backfired with the interception, but no lack of bravado from that sideline at all. And look, they told us before the ball game, they wanted to be a little more dangerous on offense. They wanted to take a few more chances. That opening pass certainly set a tone. Maybe a turnover, but I don't think it'll stop them from trying again the rest of this game.
They begin on the ground with Guerrero. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Check smash, check smash. Ready?
Again, it's Guerrero. And a short 3-yard pickup gets him up to the 15. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Bronco 80. Alert! Alert! Hurt! Hurt! Right there, hurt! Ready?
On third down, it's Guerrero. Now he's loose down the left sideline. He's to the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Here's 3rd and 10.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Let's go now. Warrior 70. Mustang 19. Check. Hurt. Hurt. Go.
The throwing here, Purdy. Connects with Kittle underneath. And he is going to have a Niners first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now you can exhale. The season is officially underway. Plenty of work done during the offseason, camp, and the preseason that led to that first throw of the year.
Come on. Set.
Here's Guerrero on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
Hurt. Ready.
Purdy going to give it to Guerrero. Oh, but he's going to be met behind the line and taken down. Back-to-back 2-yard losses, and that sets up a tough 3rd and 14.
A loss of 2 yards leads to 3rd down and 14.
Going to need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing.
18 Rattler. Panther Street. Check go.
Back to throw, Purdy. And that will be incomplete.
This is going to be the matchup to watch out on the perimeter, and it won't be the last time these two go at it. Both of them believe they are the superior. In this case, the win goes to the defense.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be thrilled to have this game still at 0-0 after the interception thrown on the very first play of the game.
They certainly do, and what I enjoyed was watching him on the sidelines, because as the defense came off, he was there to congratulate them and really say thanks, because he threw the interception. It didn't turn into any points. A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. 2nd and 10.
They're right here. Come on,
Now Tua signaling to change things up.
21G.
They'll run. Here's Devon Achane. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event,
and the Niners get there and bring him down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
we've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long, why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly. That leads to a play-action sack. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway.
Here we go.
They were forced to punt on their initial drive of the new season. Now they're ready to go as they begin again with a 1st and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll make it 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Ayuk goes in motion. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. There he goes, right side. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. Christian McCaffrey, 70 yards. And the 49ers will claim the early lead as they're on the board first here tonight. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Oh, this one incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Ready.
Tua sets up to pass it. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Nick Bosa. The blitz works to perfection as he gets in there to dump him for a loss of 8.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
2 things you can do in that situation: run and punt the football, or try and take your shot at getting the 1st down. They chose the latter, but they'll have to punt all the same.
46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And fights through one man. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Tiger, let's go. Hawk 70, Hawk 79 Bronco. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Street. Ready.
Purdy will set up to throw it here. Escaping the pressure right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Hey, smash Bronco. Big Lion. Panther 11. Go.
Purdy. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
It's 4th down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Niners 7, Black Knights nothing.
The 49ers with the football here to begin the 2nd quarter, as they've got it with a 4th down coming up.
Ready. Set. Get up.
Oh, look at this play call. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down.
The one thing I have learned about this league, more and more, you've got to take some chances. You know, if you play everything conservatively and play everything exactly like, okay, I know what to do in each situation, I don't think you're going to get very far. I love the call there, going for it, even on its own side of the field.
Yeah, and even though you're on your own side of the field, they were creeping towards midfield, so not as crazy as if they were back at their own 20.
Showed a little faith in the defense too, right?
Yep. Now Purdy. And that'll be incomplete. So he's 3 for 7 throwing the football right now. Not an awful start, but also not the sharpest of starts.
No, I would agree with that. But if you're a confident quarterback and to play that position, you have to be. You just act like there's something wrong with the wind currents or something wrong with the ball. It is not you. Keep throwing. That timing usually develops.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Connects with Kittle underneath. He's into space past the 25. Look at the big man rumble. Touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle, 42 yards. And the 49ers go up by 2 touchdowns. So a good start to the campaign so far for them here in week 1.
Yeah, all the things that you dreamed about in April and May and that you worked on in July and August, getting ready for this game, it's all coming together so far.
Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Well, after incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, it certainly seems like a reflection of what we've seen so far in this game. The defense, quicker to the punch so far. Let's see if they can get something going here on 3rd down.
Throwing now is Tagovailoa. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And into the end zone. A pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, mistake there by the offense, Charles. They tried to pick on a Pro Bowl corner in coverage there, and not the smartest decision. He reminded him that he was a Pro Bowl corner with not only the pick, but the pick 6.
And those guys who have that designation, sometimes they get a little bit bored in games because people try to avoid them. They absolutely love it when they get challenged, and it's a chance to remind everyone exactly why they were tabbed as one of the best in the league the prior season.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we will not have a return. They'll bring this to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, CD, you kind of feel like they're in a bit of a danger zone right here because now you're down 3 scores, and I know we're in the first half, but the way this offense hasn't been able to generate anything, you feel like they probably need to get something going on this drive, right?
Yeah, and sometimes I overuse that this is an important possession, but I think this has to be the possession where they come up with an answer because only a few teams in league history have ever come back from a 4-score deficit. If they don't score here, that's what they could be facing the next time they get the ball.
12 yards there and a first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
44, ready. Out!
Here's Tua. This one thrown underneath to Achane. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. It'll be a gain of 5. And that'll bring up second down.
I think the best offenses love to give the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. Steps away to his left. Good work on the scamper by Tagovailoa. It's a first down.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
Ready. Turbo one.
Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Down to the 10 and into the end zone. A pick six for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did and came through with a big-time pick six.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And no chance to see a return on the dynamic kickoff. They'll move this out to the 30-yard line. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track? Oh, another ball up for grabs here, and this one is intercepted. Sauce Gardner picks it off, and he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down, so let's see what this is about. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six, and now the kick is away. And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out to the 30-yard line. So first and 10 now from the 30.
Ready.
Tagovailoa trying again after the pick six. He'll get this complete to Calvin Austin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Jim. Out.
Now Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Tua going to throw. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. Oh, this is going to be fielded defensively. And remember, this is a live football. He's past the 30. He's past the 30. Past midfield, look out. He's got the first down and then some. And he will score. That is a touchdown. No flags on the field as he picks up the missed field goal and takes it coast to coast. And that is obviously the danger, Charles, of a long field goal attempt.
And what teams are doing now is not just putting their field goal block unit on. They may change it out and go punt return because you have better guys on the field who are able to stay on their feet and block in case that kick is missed. And that's what we saw there, the big return after the long missed field goal.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be a little bit frustrated about that last drive, missed field goal.
Always hurts a team because, you know, you've put something out there, you've given yourself a chance, you're in range, and the ball doesn't go through the post. But it's not something to panic about, I don't believe. Just keep playing and keep going.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Buying time to his left. And they finally catch up to him and take him down. Jeez, where was he going? A huge loss there. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. Waddle, the motion man, right. And he'll get it here on the touch pass. And he'll take this forward only up to about the 7. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
And they'll send out their punter now. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they bring out their punter as he's on to kick it away. And from their own end zone, it's a fake. A little trickeration there, but it doesn't fool this defense. And, boy, that means this next drive is going to start at the 3-yard line. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
Let's go now.
A handoff running right, Garindo. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal.
Definitely an important sequence here for this defense. They've had their share of struggles in this first half. They just cannot afford to give up another touchdown here.
Here's Garindo. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
Go, go.
Another try for Garindo. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Isaac Garindo with career touchdown number 163. That moves him past LT and into 3rd place all time. And the 49ers are looking good here in the season opener as they're able to extend their lead. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
All right, come on.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll begin inside their own 10, so field position certainly not in their favor here. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Ready. Out.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter.
You're right here.
Tua, the final shot before half. And oh my goodness, here's a 5th interception. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And into the end zone, a pick 6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Well, that's what you get, apparently, when you try to take on a Pro Bowl cornerback. I mean, what a play there to make the interception and also bring it back for 6.
And he is so good that we've seen teams absolutely stay away from throwing the ball at him. Here, he's just reading the quarterback's eyes the entire way, makes a great play on the football, and turns it into 6.
Oh, and now they're going to fake it. And this is caught out in the left flat. And he gets in. But no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And this is not going to wind up anywhere near the landing zone, so this will be blown dead, and they'll move it up to the 40. Purdy going to lead the 49ers to the line. 1st and 10 at the 40. Oh, and they sent the man in motion too late. This is going to be a delay. Good starting field position for the 49ers as they have it 1st and 10 at the 40.
Cowboy 80.
They'll run with Garindo. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 1st down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Running lanes run a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Here's Purdy. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
I think he's as fine with that incompletion as a quarterback can be, in all honesty. He avoided his first sack of the game, and he did have a chance of connecting for yardage, just unable to on that throw.
Now a throw here out wide. He might be looking to throw this again. The throw's going to be caught. And this works to perfection. The double pass leads to a touchdown. Now for the point after. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The 49ers ready to kick it away, and here we go. And no run back here. That's going to be a touchback, and we'll bring it out. Yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Go!
And here comes throw number one for the backup QB. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Reek Woolen. Now he's free at the 35. Well, CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Liking 18. Ready, ready.
Purdy tosses out wide, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
And that's a nice job of working his way open down in the red zone. Looked that one in and then made a beeline for the pylon. He didn't quite get there, and you want to give him a little extra for the effort. But instead, he sets his guys up in excellent shape with a 1st and goal.
Check go.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here. This close, sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Trap 60. Ready.
They'll try again. And I don't think he got in. He did not. They mark him short of the goal line. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the 49ers take advantage of the short field and finish it off with a quick touchdown. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
This defense just continues to bottle up that ground game. And look, I mean, the deficit right now for this offense is so big that it might not matter. But you're still in the third quarter. They're probably going to have to try things through the air, Charles.
I agree with you totally. That's what they'll have to do. They do need to run it occasionally to take a few hits off the quarterback, because right now, you just know those pass rushers are fired up to get after him.
It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. From the gun on third down, Howell. Open man is Waddle, complete. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
They'll swing this out wide. Here's Achane. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and it'll be second down.
Come on, set. Panther 60, Panther 60.
Here's Howell. That is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Howell from the gun. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. 18 yards, a big pickup there on third down. A lot of ground left to make up, obviously. A lopsided contest, and we're already in the third quarter. Now, they won't get it all back in one play or one drive. That's cliche, but it's true, Charles. If they can just maybe get plays like that and get a little momentum built, they can get the scoreboard a little closer.
And can you add some blinders to the cliche, meaning keep these guys from looking at the scoreboard, because that doesn't help them at all right now. Their focus needs to be on finishing every drive with points and playing mistake-free football from here on out.
Howell going to audible to something else.
Come 19, come 19. 19 tight, 19 tight.
Second and 6. Open man left side. Shaheed has it. And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Here we go, here we go.
Howell down to throw it. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Go! Bronco 80. Ready?
Back to the ground, Achane stays on his feet to the 27-yard line.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Let's go. Ready?
Now Howell. Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the 49ers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
2nd and 9 now from the 21.
Check, Bobcat. Check, Bobcat. Go.
A give running left now, Garindo. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Go, Chap. Go, Chap.
They'll try the middle with Garindo. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. Here comes the 49ers punter now. Standing right on his own 5-yard line. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt.
At their own 32-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. And a missed tackle there as he pushes forward for a gain of 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Well, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down.
19 Lion. Check go.
Powell out of the shotgun. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired, while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. The pressure from multiple guys there as they bury him for a big 9-yard loss.
Nightmare of a game continues for this quarterback, brought down with the game already decided. This sack adds insult to injury for him. Multiple turnovers, down by multiple touchdowns, now dumped early in a drive in the final quarter.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Come on. Set. Warrior 70. Check.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. That's to his running back, complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Niners take over in terrific field position. Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Street.
On the give, it's Garindo. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Mustang 19. Here we go. Set. 70 Ranger. Ready.
Purdy now to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Here we go. Check smash. Ready.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Down right around the 25. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
shot here on the ground. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Now Purdy. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. Now a second timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth.
Ready.
They throw it out right complete. That's a fourth down pickup of 10 yards and an opportunity certainly missed on the defensive side. Well, this one probably not the close game you would expect or hope to see in prime time, CD. But, of course, that wasn't their intent in preparing for this one. They said they felt like their offense was ready to put up some points. And, my goodness, it has been a dominant display in front of a national audience.
Yeah, they thought it, and it certainly came to fruition, didn't it? They've been dominant in so many ways in this one. If you weren't paying attention to this group before, you certainly are now after seeing this type of victory from them.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call. Mark off the 5 and keep it moving.
79 Broncos.
For the winning team here, Charles, that's about as big and clean of a win as you could hope for in the National Football League. No turnovers. Meanwhile, you forced turnovers. You didn't allow any points, and you put up a bunch of points. What an effort.
And, Brandon, I just have to ask you, that's all the stuff that we saw happen today. Those are statistics, numbers, the whole deal. But my question is, how does one team come ready to play, and the other one, obviously, not ready at all?
Well, I mean, I obviously don't have an answer to that, but that was the story from the get-go. One side was awake and ready, and the other just seemed to sleep. So for San Francisco, they begin the new campaign.